Welcome in, everybody. Working Out Studs here with another day of the CCT, and I'm looking forward to this one. It is only going to be the one series that I'm covering because it does seem like we have a forfeit coming out here. They're going to be forfeits up against Mouse. So we have this series this morning and then two to come this afternoon. I'll be taking you through Palnitsia versus Dragons Esports Club, and I'm looking forward to this because I've cast a little bit of Palnitsia. You know, they're a very good team, it feels like, but they do have a little bit of a flaw. And that feels like it's the same for a lot of the Tier 2 teams. You know, these smaller teams, these newly formed teams, they come through and they just absolutely take the world by storm. And then they've got to keep that momentum up. They've got to keep themselves going there because they kind of get, you know, you start to get the game tape on them. You start to see what heroes they like to play. You see how aggressive they are or how they like to play in the actual game, and teams start to be able to draft around them or play around them. So it is up to these teams then to be able to keep that momentum up by just keeping themselves fresh, you're keeping that game plan going, and just being able to execute a little bit better. So we'll see if Palnitsia here can take on Dragon Esports Club. Dragon Esports Club already played 3 series in the 2 days that we've had, doubling up yesterday up against Navi Jr. and Mouse. One move. They did lose both of them, but they did beat Namiga on the 16th, so 2 days ago. We're able to take that one 2-0. No issues there for them. They are best of 3s. No best of 2s or 2-game series group stage here. It is win or lose, so we'll see how they're going to be able to do. Palnitsia haven't played a series just yet, so they want to get themselves on the board. We are going to be able to take a look at Group A, see how this one is breaking down. So Passion right at the top, the DMS, Miles, Liga, and Zero Tenacity in that order. Zero Tenacity, a little bit of a shame. I was hanging out with LeBron in Serbia a couple of weeks ago. You know, claim to fame. Really nice guy, and the amount of knowledge that he was dropping, he was just, he was calling heroes left, right, and center. Very, very, very knowledgeable guy, LeBron, and there's a space on the panel always open for him if he decides he wants to go analyst and not player. But they are at the bottom of the table. There are no wins on the board just yet. 0-2, 1-4 in terms of games won, lost. Overall, for Group B, we can see it one move going to be at the top of the table with Navi Jr. They get themselves 1 win each. No losses there. And then Dragon Esports, like I say, they've got that win, but they also have 2 losses in terms of series under the belt. Palnitsia not off the mark just yet. 0-0-0. So we'll be seeing first win or first loss coming up for them. And Amiga, they were 0-1 down, but it was up against Dragon Esports Club. Like I say, that 1 win on the board for them. So we'll see how it's going to kind of pan out for an Amiga a little bit later on as they come up against one move in the, well, technically third, actually second series of the day, with that second series Liga versus Mouse going the way of Mouse already. Take a look at the Dragon Esports roster. They have gone through a couple of changes, so we are still going to have this newer roster coming through and see how they are going to be playing here, and see how they match up. On the other side of Palnitsia, we're looking through, I think it's the roster that we've been seeing for a while. So Dragon Esports Club, they've been around a little bit longer. We have been seeing them. I've been seeing them in events like the CCT. They've been in since the very first CCT, I do believe, and it's been a bit of a up and down show. In the first event they played, it was a breakout. They went fairly far, had a really good showing, and then after that, like I said, they kind of got figured out a little bit, but they did change roster after that there as well. So it is going to be interesting to see how they adapt, how they get themselves in, they get themselves through, like I say, playing on these all these online events. They've had an up and down showing. On the other side, we do see the Palnitsia roster here: Crystallized, Moonlight, Fortnite Man, Cracker, and Dark. Obviously, we've got Young Jenkins playing the 3. And then after that, moving through, Moonlight, I don't think a lot of people would know, but he looks like Logan Sama from, if anyone's a Street Fighter fan, we've got Moonlight there, young Logan Sama coming through. Cracker, Dark, Crystallize, all ready to get themselves rolling here for the side of Palnitsia. You'll get themselves into a good position. And again, they have been making it to fairly far in online qualifiers, through for events, through for other series going on as well. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do here in this online event for the CCT. See how far they're going to be able to go, see where they're going to be playing up, and how they're going to be able to do. They did, this past weekend, probably a little bit disappointing for them, But overall, they're having a good time, like I say, for a newer team, and maybe that's what I say, teams are starting to figure them out just a little bit. So we'll see if they are going to be able to keep that momentum going and get themselves into a position where they can take that win. Should be able to get ourselves into the game soon, but just to take a look what they've been drafting overall, these teams. We'll start with Palanetsia. So starting off, they, looking fairly standard. The Ogre Magi is coming back into the meta just a little bit, but yeah, Dragon Knight, Shadow Fiend, Pugna is starting to pop up more and more now as well. But the Pangolier, Beastmaster, they do love those heroes. So see what they are going to be doing, and we are going to be able to take a look at the prize pool as well, just to see what everybody is playing for. The breakdown here: first place, $30,000 on the line, 10,000 for second, 7.5 for third, and then 2.5 for fourth place. So, for a I want to say, I mean, it's a fairly short online event. We squash it all in the space of what, about 10 days, just over for that, 10, 15 days. So it is a really nice, it's not a long time. It's not a big commitment for the teams, and they're playing up for some serious money here. Really nice to play. You can take a look at how it's going to break down as well. So we have our group stages. We have our two groups, and they do play best of threes, top three from each group to advance. And we get ourselves into a position where it's do or die once you get into the playoffs, because you have your lower bracket, but after that, no second chances. It's not like the groups where you're going to play everybody and then we'll see who's the better and then move on. It is you win, you lose, and if you lose, you are, one more chance and you are gone. We do bring in two other teams, which is going to be for this season, Avalos versus One Win. We are going to be able to get ourselves into a position where we see if Avalos can keep up this momentum, because they've been looking really good themselves. Taking a few of the tier 1 teams by storm as well. So we'll see what Avalos are going to be able to do, and then get ourselves into a position where it's again, is it going to be these top teams coming in, One Win, Avalos, these invited teams taking it all, or can the group stage teams storm through and take the win? I think there is a little bit of delay on the game starting up, so we are going to be taking a quick break, but hopefully we're just waiting on one more player on Palanetsia, then we should be able to get ourselves underway. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're back once that draft starts. Welcome back in, everybody. We're going to get straight into the draft. We do have a little bit of a change coming out here. We're not sure what's having to crystallize, so it's going to be Teru stepping in here for the side of Palanitsia. So yeah, just the one change coming out for them. Apart from that, looks like everybody else here are going to be in the lobby, ready to go. So we are in the draft. See how this one is going to break down. See which heroes are going to be coming up. It looks like all very standard bans coming out at the minute. We've kind of moved away from banning the big carries like that Shadow Fiend early on, like the Luna early on. Banning out a lot of the utility heroes coming through, like the Clockwork, Primal Beast, the Pugna now as well. Seeing a lot of bans, Shadow Demon being taken away here as well. So I wonder if the Enchantress gets through here. This is a big one for both teams. It's just one of those heroes as well that it is incredibly strong in the current meta. I mean, the hero itself is just incredibly strong. So we'll see if that's going to be one of the picks for Palanitsia, what they want to be picking out here in the first draft, because they do know what they don't, right? It's going to be Dragon Esports. The other way around. Sorry, I flipped it in my head. It's going to be Dragon Esports to get the first pick. And what have they been picking the first couple of days? Tusks. Dawnbreaker's in there a couple of times there too. Shadow Demon, yeah, so maybe they go for that Tusk first with the Shadow Demon and the Clockwork being banned. You want that save potentially coming out, and the Tusk is probably one of the better ones in the game at the minute. Yeah, they seem to be fairly all in with the Tusk in terms of their drafts coming out in most of them. If it's not the Tusk, it is going to be, or it was the Pugna or the Shadow Demon. In fact, getting both of those, they go for the Sand King though straight away. Good pickup here for Dragon Esports. It's a hero that can be flexed. I'm not sure where this one's going to be going. You can play it in the mid lane, you can play it in the off lane. It's a very strong hero on both of those core roles. Several ways to build it. You'll step to Blink Dagger come out, or the Bloodstone to come out, or the Shiva's Guard to come out. Yeah, there's several ways you can build the Sand King. So interested to see how Dragon Esports are going to be playing it. Whether you want to go straight away, Palanitsia, they go for the Alchemist, which I kind of get. If you've got a stand-in, you want to get the hero on board straight away. You don't want the other side banning it out. You don't want it being taken out. Maybe they have a specific hero pool, and you don't want that one being removed. So, you kind of pick the carry hero or the stand hero first, and then kind of draft around that. Try and draft around how that stand-in wants to be playing. So the Doom, as well as the Hoodwink, going to be taken away here. What else did Dragon want to be taken out? With the Alk, what else have they been drafting? Let's take a look. Let me just bring up the heroes as well, just to see what they've been playing on the pubs. On the Pro Tracker, anything standing out? It all looks fairly normal. Anything specific with the Alchemists have been picking? No, it doesn't look like it. In fact, the past few matches have not even picked the Alchemist up, so we'll see what it's going to be for them, whether you want to be going. It's going to be the Lesh band coming out here for Dragon Esports. Okay. Different way of playing that hero now with the Misanthropy. He does a lot of damage to the heroes, not a lot of, well, no damage to the towers with the Diabolic Edict, so it's more damage to heroes over 6 seconds, or if you don't take that one, it's less damage to heroes, but you damage towers over 10 seconds, I want to say. So, we'll see what else they're looking at. What do you want to be drafting here as Dragon Esports? Again, they can flex this Sand King, whether you want to play it up against the Alchemist in the lane, because if you do have a second stun, one of the classic heroes to pick it up with is the Vengeful Spirit, but the Venge is not that popular at the minute. But yeah, a support or even a slow, maybe something like the Grimstroke actually, that you can put the God, I always forget the name of the. So you've got the Stroke of Fate, which is the slowdown, so the Alchemist can catch up with the Unstable Concoction, throw that one out, and then you have Inkswell. I always forget the name of the Inkswell. But you put the Inkswell on, so the Alchemist, you're going to have that stun coming out from the Unstable Concoction, run them down with the Inkswell, get a second stun off there as well, and then the burst damage that comes through from that Stroke of Fate. It is a decent combo for the Alchemist. So we'll see if that's something that they want to play around on the sort of Palanitsia. Just a combo, and again the Sand King until you get a couple of levels, and it depends if he goes for the Dust Devil or the Invis on his facets. But yeah, you might be able to get a catch out into the Sand King. The Sand King, you know, if until he gets either the Blink Dagger or the long range Bow Strike coming out, they're gonna go for the techies. So kind of a similar thing. Burst damage coming through with the Sticky Bomb. You have the Blast Off there as well. It's gonna have that little bit of a stun to set up with, or you know, to follow up with from that unstable concoction. A lot of burst damage on the techies. They might be able to bully the Sand King if it is going to be the Sand King off lane, because even though he's a strength hero, not really building into a whole lot of HP, not building into a whole lot of survivability early on. So you might look to put that Sand King mid, go for something like the Centaur in the off lane that survives just a little bit better. There's Dragon. Where do you want to put the Sand King? Sure, it's going to be mid, right? So you look for a support like that. I was going to say support and maybe like another off-lane, mid-lane flex, but you can flex the Keeper of Light here. Maybe pick up your true position 5 or your 4, depending on where you think that Keeper of Light could go as a support. I see it a little bit more as a 4. But Dragon Esports, if they're playing at support, they might like it as a 5 in the lane. You know, pick up that melee safe laner. There's still not a lot of melee safe laners being picked up. Alchemist is one of them. Monkey King might be another. But for the most part, Dragon Knight could be the pick. They go for the Tusk, yeah. So you can keep that Keeper of Light flex. It can either go mid or a support. The Sand King off lane or the mid lane. So you keep those two heroes as a flex. Depending on where you want to run them, it depends, you know, how balanced it's here. And you can keep them flex all the way through till is what you pick up your carry in the next pick, your last pick of this phase. And yeah, with the Tusk, it does mean you're open up to something like the Luna, the Morphlin, Gyrocopter coming out. You go for the line on Palinizia again. I mean, you can flex this Alchemist, but that's more than likely, unless you want to put it mid against the Sand King, you'll see what comes out. Who has the last pick? Yeah, Palinizia have the last pick, so maybe pick the off lane here. But it means you are picking your off lane blind, I suppose, into the Tusk, potentially, so you know one of the heroes. Doom's been banned out. Tango can be an off laner, but yeah, just looking at the bans here, so the Primal Beast and the Doom, the two potential off lane bans. So you still have the Dawnbreakers, you still have the Timbersaws, this off-lane Terrorblade that's now a thing for whatever reason. They go for the Storm Spirit though, so they're going to pick the mid. So Storm Spirit does pretty good up against the Sand King in the mid lane. You know, it's not a overwhelmingly winning lane, but you do pretty good. You've got the range, you have the static slide coming out of your remnants as well, so you don't have to go point blank with the Sand King. And the Sand King Sandstorm, it's not the biggest AoE to start off with. So, yeah, we'll see just how he wants to play around with it. I mean, the radius for Sand Shroud, it's a little bit bigger. It's 575 at level 1, up to 800, whereas the Dust Devils only goes up to 500. But there's a talent, right, to, yeah, ban the, like, you get the blinds out. So maybe you do want the Sand Shroud, just to stop the Storm Spirit from being able to slide them right into your face. You'll stop the remnant sliding right into your face. They do go for the Monkey King as a carry here as well. So do you want to put the Keeper of the Light on the lane? No, you maybe still put the Tusk. But again, with the two ranged heroes potentially, or do you want, because you don't want to go up against the Monkey King as a melee hero into the mid-game fights, right? So you maybe do go for something like Luna here. The Timbersaw are going to be the next ban on the board, and Mars being taken out as well. I think both teams looking for offlaners. So what else have Dragon been playing? They take out the Medusa here. Okay, potentially if you want to flex that Monkey King to the offlane. Beastmaster is still the Night Stalker, another one that's seen a lot of play now as well. Dawnbreaker, like I say, still available. The Dawnbreaker would be pretty good, I mean, for either team, because you've got the jump in from the Monkey King or the Snowball from the Tusk. And then the Storm Spirit can zip zap in here as well. So having that hero that can follow up not only as a potential offensive with a stun coming out, the damage that comes out from the Solar Guardian there as well, but the heals that come out from that. I wouldn't mind that for either side. They ban out the Beastmaster here. Dragon Esports, what's their pick going to be? They go for the Dragon Knight. Okay. Go again. Could be flexed to all 3 cores. We'll see. If it's probably going to be the carry. I think they're going to be putting the Monkey King up against the Alchemist in the safe lane. Excuse me. Monkey King off, Alchemist safe. With the the Dragon Knight in the safe lane, the Sand King in the mid. And Palanitsia. What's the final pick going to be? They have a decent amount of reserve time left. 24 seconds to think about this one. Now, do they flex that Alchemist to the off? Are they going to look for a different carry here? Maybe something like the Morphling to come up against the Monkey King in the lane. They go for the Centaur. So they are going to be putting it looks like... Let's see how the picks come through. No, Dore's on the Monkey King. So how's this actually going to line up? Yeah, so that's going to be... Oh, no. No, it's not going to be. It's going to be the Dore's Monkey King mid up against the Storm Spirit. Okay. Okay. I thought the Monkey King would have had a better chance in the... I don't want to say a better chance, but it would have been a little bit more comfortable in the offlane coming up against that melee carry here. And, an Infernal on the Sand King maybe has a little bit of a better time up against the Storm Spirit, but they're going to go the other way around here. So, Teru on the Alchemist, Dark Techies. We've got Cracker on the line, Moonlight, Storm Spirit, Fortnite Man on that Centaur Warrior. On the other side, Dragon Esports, Mucha on the Dragon Knight, Dual Rays, Monkey King, Murray White on the Tusk, Excess Vampire playing the Keeper of the Light. So it is going to be the support, Keeper of the Light, and then Infernal on the Sand King. And yeah, so that's going to be how this lineup breaks down. Looking at the... I think I like the Dragon Esports lineup a little bit better. Maybe just not where they've placed the heroes in the lane. We'll see how that one actually plays out. But yeah, Palanitsia, they've looked like the better team in recent history. So I think for the first game, I think I'm going to back Palanitsia, see how this one plays out. They are playing with a stand-in, so we'll see how that's going to affect them. But from talking to the higher level players, the pro players as well, I think that's something that LeBron was saying in Serbia, that if you're playing with one stand-in, it's not too bad, because you adapt to their game, you play around them, you try and adapt to how they like to play, and you just kind of lead them through, or let them lead you through the game. It starts to get a little bit more tricky when you're playing with 2 or 3 stand-ins. But yeah, with just the one, it's still comfortable for the team as a whole. So we'll see how they are going to be able to adapt with this, the stand-in coming in, and overall get ourselves into game number 1 to see how this one is going to break down between Palanitsia and Dragon Esports, because we are ready to get into it, see who's going to be taking the first game. And again, it is a best of 3, no 2-game series here in this group stage. You either win or you lose. So we'll see who is going to be able to pick up this first game. Who's going to be a little bit more happy on the Monday morning to start with? Smoke comes up, Palanitsia here. I don't think that was spotted out. The ward went down afterwards, so it doesn't see them. They're going to wrap right through, back through their jungle, maybe towards the dire side of the map. What's everyone got skilled up? Storm. Gonna go for the Static Remnant. Yeah, Techies. He's gone for the Sticky Bomb. Teru not skilling anything up just yet. Wouldn't be surprised if they find anyone. The Tusk was close, but they don't actually come up against the Tusk now. Smoke breaks. Techies. He knows where Murray White is, or roughly an idea. Can he collapse onto this one? Murray White going to try and get himself away, but look at all this damage coming through. Even with that Boundless Strike here, this should still be first blood. Dark will pick it up. Really well played there from Palanitsia. It's going to cost them 3 out of the 4 bounty runes. Still, first blood on the board. It did go the way of the Techies. Maybe wanted to give that over to one of the cores, but I think they're just going to be happy to get the one on board in general. So, into the lanes. I wonder how comfortable this Monkey King is going to be, because he's not going to have the easiest opportunity to get in a right-click Moonlight down. Yo, the remnants coming in, and look at the right-click damage already coming out to Dulrace. Dulrace going to try and do what he can in this lane. I don't think it's going to be an easy lane for him now as well, but it does mean he can match the rotations once they both hit 6. In fact, before the 6. On the Monkey King here. Ooh, XX Vampire could be in trouble. Self-stun, though, on the Alchemist. He didn't find the vision for the... Oh, that is a... I mean, it's only level 1 onto the Unstable Concoction. But it's still a decent amount of damage at level 1 here up against the Alch. Meanwhile, yeah, Dulrace is just being bullied out in this mid lane. Again, he's going to be able to hit these rotations. Or, I mean, in theory, should be able to hit the rotations with the Simian Stride, but has to have at least 95% of his health to be able to do this one. And the Storm Spirit is just absolutely bullying him in this lane. Meanwhile, top lane. How is it looking in the top? 6 last hits, 7 last hits now for Muka. So, okay. Earth Spike comes out into the Dragonite. Dragonite's not really going to occur. He does get a little bit, you know, as the game goes on, he gets tankier as well. So, Sticky Bomb onto Excess Vampire. Going to take a little bit of harass. But Infernal moving over onto... Just trying to back up his teammate if he really needs to, but he needs to be focusing, I guess, to try and get something out of this lane. The Acid Spray goes down here as well. Infernal, he just has to move himself out of this one. This is the big thing as well. Even with the Sandstorm, you know, the Sand Shroud being extra AoE, thanks to the Facet, the Acid Spray goes down. It will still cover a lot of that Sandstorm, so Infernal needs to be very careful about his positioning. Do they have any reveal as well? Techies... No sentries just yet. As Excess Vampire just going to be able to soften everything up here as well with the blast in the top lane as well. Muka going to be taking a bit of damage. The Lion Cracker just trying to stop this pull as well, or interrupt this pull. You know, make it a little bit harder for the Tusk to get these pulls off. In the mid lane, how's it looking for the Monkey King? The Monkey King at least is keeping up in terms of last hits. He's going to be ahead in terms of last hits. But yeah, Moonlight not making this lane easy for Dulrace. He's sitting on about 50% health, so he isn't going to have that Stimulant Stride if he wants to make the rotations. Does he have a bottle? No. Going to be going towards the wand on the Monkey King. But yeah, he's still going to be taking a decent amount of harass from Moonlight. And once Moonlight hits 6, yo, all bets are off whether he's going to stay in the lane, look for rotations, top lane. Is this going to be the second blood? Let's call it here. As the first blood coming out on those rune fights. Murray Wide, they're going to be able to protect Fortnite Man, and Fortnite Man... He's bottom lane. Oh, Excess Vampire. He gets low. Dark, can he get the kill onto this one? One more right click. Excess Vampire. He will take that one. Dark, he just... Excess Vampire was trying to play around the vision, you know, trying to be cute around the trees. You can see here as well, like I said, that Acid Spray taking up most of the AoE. In fact, top lane, Breathe Fire comes out onto Fortnite Man. Yeah, so 475 on the Acid Spray radius. That goes up to 625 on 800 at level 4 for the Sandstorm. So it is going to take up, what, 80%? 75, 80% of that Sandstorm. Unstable Concoction. Do they have the reveal? They might not even need it here. They're going to try and go for Excess Vampire. Sticky Bomb comes in. Do they have the blast off now as well? The blast off, it's going to be point blank here, trying to get onto the Sand King as Excess Vampire trying to run himself away. Teru, though, with the rundown. He will fall. Dark gets the kill onto that one. Infernal couldn't follow it up onto Dark, so Dark doesn't go down to Infernal. He's in the top lane. How's it looking? Murray Y. Yeah, not the healthiest Tusk in the world. Cracker might be able to get off another Earth Spike coming through. They do. Do they get the kill onto this one? In fact, it connects onto the Dragonite there as well. Breathe Fire. It's not enough. Fortnite Man, he doesn't need his right-click damage. He's got his double edge. Gets the kill onto Murray Y. Muka trying to help out where possible, but the Dragonite, this is the big thing with Dragonite in the lane. He is going to have mana issues. So, he needs to pick and choose where he uses those spells. At least he is getting the farm. You can see all 3 cores on the side of Dragon Esports at the top of the last hits. We're gonna see another kill. Infernal here. Can he get himself away from this one? Gonna try and do what he can. The taser comes out. Snowball coming in now as well into Dark. Dark trying to get himself away. One more right click. He will go down. Cracker TPs the Earth Spike. It does connect onto the Sankey now. Hex as well. Do they have the damage to take him down? Blood grenades. Teru, did you want to go point blank? He actually doesn't get the kill. Cracker gets it. But they're gonna be able to get all three heroes on the side of Dragons here, it looks like, because he want to dive this tower. Snowball will be up. The damage coming through. Earth Spike will be here onto the Tuscan. Cracker. Oh, the Illuminate just on the edge of it. The ice shards don't connect either. Lying on 30 health and a dream. The D-Ward will be here for Murray. Why? Okay, he does actually get the deny to the neutrals. Had no TP because he TP'd into the lane. So actually quicker to die. Top lane though, they take down Fortnite Man. Good rotation from the Monkey King there. The Storm Spirit stays in mid. Just looking for what farm he can get.
Got it.
So, Moonlight. How is he looking on the farm here? Level 6 on the Storm Spirit, yet to rotate though. Just looking to put pressure onto... he put a little bit of pressure onto the tower, but he wanted to actually get the creeps, it looks like now as well. Blastoff comes through, it doesn't connect because of the snowball now. But Moonlight is going to be here. Can he go for more? Infernal has an Arcane Rune. But they're not really going to follow this one up. Top lane here, Muka could be in trouble. Do they have the damage with the double edge? Going to be level 2 into the double edge. Can get that one off, and Muka trying to run himself away. Excuse me. Looks like Murray Wine might be able to get in time. No, the snowball. Just a second too late to get the kill onto the Dragon Knight now. Fortnite Man. He might be trapped out with this rotation coming in from dual rays. Can they get another kill? Should be. Will be able to know the Storm Spirit gets involved here. Does he have that pullback? The Vortex is going to be here onto the Monkey King. Now another remnant coming out. They might be able to spread this damage. The double edge comes through. But Exodus Ramper, he gets the kill with the Illuminate here. Dual rays trying to just keep himself on the edge of play. He does have that mischief there as well to dodge off the damage. And not a lot of mana left onto Moonlight. So Moonlight, what can he do here? The balance strike comes through. Moonlight can do nothing but die. Dual rays gets himself a double kill.
Radiant are scanning.
Unstable, but does he have the vision to catch him? No, he's going to self-stun. Alchemist, it was cute. Let's take a look at... Can we flick over to the net worth to see how this is going as well? For the team. So the Alchemist's in second place, but 8 minutes into the game, the Alchemist on 3.8k gold. You kind of want him up there a little bit more. You know, you kind of want him up onto the... I don't want to say 4-5, but definitely like 4-2. I mean, he's going to be able to get himself up there now as well. He's not doing too bad on Teru. He's finding the farm. He's found a couple of 4 assists to his name. Not kills for the Alchemist. Which, I don't want to say hobbles him a little bit, but as a carry, you do want the kills over the assists. But if you can take the assists, if you get the assists, you take them. They're gonna move in. Dark is invis here. Infernal, though. Can he make a move onto this one? A stable concoction coming through. Infernal is gonna... I mean, he's teasing. Do they have the reveal onto this one? No, they're gonna be able to get the rundown onto Dark as well. And Dark, he's taking a whole lot of damage. Meanwhile, Caracker in the lane. He is gonna go down. Dual Rays gets the kill. Dark will live. Yeah, Infernal... they had the sentry. It's just faded off there, but near that big camp there, the dire pull camp, there was a sentry ward. It was spotting out Dark, and he didn't know he was under vision. Mooka in the dragon form. What's he gonna be able to do with this one? It's a fresh dragon form coming through as well. Maybe just using this to farm up a little bit quicker. As Moonlight, see how he wants to play here. Excess Vampire. Urn is on the deck for the Keeper of Light. Gonna go towards that Spirit Vessel. Okay, quick pause. Hopefully no major issues, but Fortnite Man just has to go for a quick disconnect, reconnect in. State the game. How are we looking? 6 kills to 7. 2k net worth lead coming out here for the side of Dragon Esports. Dragon Esports, yeah, they're having a really good time here. I thought the Monkey King was going to struggle, but he started to hit those rotations, and the Storm Spirit really just hasn't kept up. So you can see net worth-wise, 3 kills, 0 deaths, 2 assists for the Monkey King. Puts him third in terms of net worth. Just behind the Dragon Knight. Meanwhile, the Storm Spirit, excuse me, the Storm Spirit, 3.6k net worth, going towards his Kaya now. And he does have to start getting a little bit more active, seeing as there's going to be another fight breaking out here. Snowball comes through. Dark, he's going to get really down low. In fact, Dark's going to go down straight away. The taser will be used here. Mischief trying to dodge off that unstable concoction, but you've got 4 heroes here. Teru's going to be in danger. Do his teammates back him up in time, or is it not going to be? No, the Monkey King underneath the tower. They have the damage to get the kill, and Moonlight will be able to pick up that one up. A lot of gold going their way. Now the Hex coming out onto the Sand King, though. The Sand King on the edge. He's going to be on the edge of the tower. He's not taking tower shots now. Teru self-stun once again. That snowball. It's going to be the long snowball duration. Murray, why? It's going to be the impale. Can they get the kill onto the... They do. They take down the Tusk. Can they now go for more? Buka didn't join in this fight, so he just continues free farm. The Dragon Form is down, though. 20 seconds on the cooldown. But one fight coming out. They did lose the techies. But taking down the Monkey King here. Big target for the side of Pound Hits here. And the big objective, they kept that Alchemist alive as well. That's... You know, that's the main thing. They kept Teru farm. They got him some gold. He actually got his first kill on the board here as well. So the Alchemist... We'll see what he's going to be able to do, because he's getting close to that Radiance. It's not going to be the quickest Radiance timing in the world, but it's not going to be awful either. Probably looking at a what? 13-minute Radiance? Which... just a little bit late. You probably want to be looking at about 11.5-minute, 12-minute Radiance for the Alchemist, but for the most part, he is going to be underneath this ward as well, but I don't think there's going to be any rotations for this kill. Murray just going to be going back to backing up the Dragonite. Just in case, but Muka, I mean, Muka's having a fantastic time here on the Dragonite. You can see farm-wise, he's even going to be above the Alchemist. With the... Oh, yeah, Teru just continues to farm. Yeah, with the Worm's Wrath on the Fire Facet, so you get that cleave coming out. Dragonite, especially in the Dragon form, farms very quick. Incredibly quick. Alk. How's he going to be playing this one? He's got the gold for the Radiant, not for the Radiant, excuse me, for the Sacred Relic. We'll see if he buys it out all at once, or whether he's going to be just buying the Sacred Relic, sending his courier back. He might just buy it out all at once because he's got the gold for the Sacred Relic. Not buying it up just yet. Was that a Mud Golem tossing the boulder at the techies? Just because? It's always funny when the neutral creeps get involved like that one. It just throws a little bit of hate, you know, for no particular reason. There's Moonlight going to be smoking it up now as well. He's got the gold for the Kaya in about 50, but they want to go right now. Time-wise, how's it looking? Water Rune comes out here for Moonlight, and yeah, Purge was touching on this one. I'll come back to that one after the gank. As it looks like Murray, why do you want to try and make a jump? Ice Shards comes out with the Storm Threat. Going to be jumping in. Snowball will be here. Moonlight just has to move to the back of this one. Snowball comes through. Murray, why? There is going to be that Earthspike coming through. Dura's going to try and do what he can. Do they have the control here? There's going to be a really nice Wukong's command, but the Stampede, it gets everyone out safe. Dark slowed down now thanks to that solar, not the solar, the solar, no, it is the solar bind, right? Yeah, solar bind from the Keeper of the Light. So they don't get the kill. Muka's going to be able to get this tier 1 tower here as well in the bottom lane. They don't get the kill onto the Tusk, but they do force out that Wukong's command, which... little victories, I guess. But yeah, talking about the Trusty Shovel, something that Purge has noted, it's... 2 bottle charges with a water rune, right? Yeah, so what's the cooldown on the Trusty Shovel? So it's every 40 seconds... a mid laner with a bottle gets a water rune if he digs in the river. Because it's a guaranteed... if you dig in the river with the Trusty Shovel, it's a guaranteed water rune. Which gives you your 220 health and 120 mana back for the bottle charges. And then the burst heal from the water runes as well. So every 40 seconds you get that. It's great sustain. And then you can get the bounty runes, you can get the 2-minute runes, or the runes every 2 minutes as well. Yeah, it is a big boost to the mid laners. We're seeing a lot more mid laners go and keep that Trusty Shovel if it pops up for them in the picks. Murray, are they going to try and make another jump? The Monkey King is here, has that Wukong command back up in 4 seconds. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do. He's on the trees. Earthspike comes out onto Murray Y. Do they want a bigger target onto this one, though? The Earthspike is going to be there, but there's going to be no follow-up as the proxy mines are down now. But no chase coming out from the side of Dragon Esports, so it's just slowed down this game just a little bit. While teams, they look to start to get their next set of items up. Fortnite Man, how's he looking? Blade Mail is there for the Centaur Warrunner. Over the Blink Dagger first. He's going to be going back for that Blink Dagger and then into the auras, it looks like. Hype. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Crimson Guard coming out for the Centaur here as well.
Got it.
But yeah, the Blade Mail is the big pick for the Centaur to start off with. Dragon Form out for Mooka. Not going to be able to get the Dragon Tail onto Moonlight. Moonlight just backed himself away. Follow-up won't be there either. Did he get a kill onto Murray Y in the top? Where was he? Yeah, in the top part of the mid lane there. Was that the first Finger of Death as well? It was. First Finger of Death charge coming out for the line. Actually went for the Fist of Death here on the line too. I am seeing more and more pros go for the Fist of Death over the mana drain does damage faster. I suppose because you don't want to be doing damage when you're mana draining onto... Oh, can they get the kill onto the Sankey here as well? They might have the reveal as well. He's going to get... He has an AD rune. We've got to be careful where he goes to this one. There is going to be proxy mines going down for Dark there as well. So doesn't want to follow up into that. Blade Mail comes out for Fortnite Man. Nothing doing though. Just using that on the creeps, it looks like. Farm efficiency. I suppose if he doesn't think there's going to be a fight within 25 seconds. And he gets the mana back anyway with this Arcane Ring. It's not like it's a big mana cost anyway. Monkey King is hunting here, trying to get to the back line. So does he get himself on top of Fortnite Man? There's going to be the Earthspike come through here. In fact, Fortnite Man, he might be able to turn this one around. No, they back themselves away from the Wukong's command. So Dual Race has to move himself back. Excess Vampire here towards the bottom lane. They might be able to go. Alchemist, though. Look at this Dragon Knight's taking a lot of damage, but there's going to be the backup coming through from the side of Dragon Esports. Teru trying to run himself away, taking a lot of damage from this one. Solar Bind comes out here. The Monkey King going to be able to make the jump, but there's going to be the Stampede away. Doesn't matter. They get the lockdown. They get the kill onto the Alk as well. He buys out the blink first before he goes down. But that was a really nice kill coming out from the side of Dragon Esports. And yeah, with his tier 1 tower being down as well, that Alchemist, he was in no man's land. No backup coming in from his teammates. Top lane, Murray Y could be in trouble. Double Edge coming through onto the Tusk as well, but there's going to be the dive coming in from, once again, from Dual Race. Cracker going to be the target now, but again, the Storm Threat, the blast off from the Techies as well. They might be able to get some revenge for that Alchemist in the lane. Dragon Knight trying to move himself back, but the Hex will be here. Sticky Bomb comes through. Moonlight going to be able to get the Vortex right back in now as well. And Cracker, he gets himself the double kill. And another finger charge on the scales there as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They might be able to get this tier 1 tower out of this as well. Alchemist TPs himself to the mid lane, picks up the illusion rune coming through. Okay.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
The Radiance burn here, you can see the odds on the screen as well. Yeah. Dragon are the favorites. Parnit's here though, not too far behind. Storm, going to try and make another jump. Can they get themselves on top of the Keeper of the Light? Keeper of the Light's a lot of damage coming through. Moonlight out of mana. He's going to use the last of it to kill. And Cracker, does he live through this one? The TP out. Sticky Bombs coming through. Murray Y, one more right click, not enough. Even the Techies might be able to get away here, but the Monkey King making a move over. Might be able to get himself on top of Dark. Dark's trying to run himself away. There's a tier 1 tower. Any TPs coming in. Fortnite Man is dead. They might be able to get a kill into the Techies here as well. They do. Picking him up, he goes down. Very wide. Just going in deep to get these wards down. Stops the Ancients from being stacked again. Infernal. Might be able to steal this neutral camp now as well. What build did the Sand King go for? Going to be the Bloodstone build into the Blink Dagger, then back into the Pipe. Okay. So, you know, sustain first for the Sand King, and then survivability for everybody else. His oxygen mask first, effectively, here for the Sand King.
Money changes hands.
But this is really well played for Dragon Esports, keeping the net worth close. with an Alchemist on the other side. Alchemist isn't running away with it at all here. BKB is on the list. I think he's got the Ograx flying in on his career. He does. So we're going to offer him a little bit more survivability, a little bit more farm speed here for the Alchemist. With the strength. He's going to try and get the pull, but there is that Sentry Ward in the camp, so won't be able to get it off. Fortnite Man, Cracker, both close. Infernal inside that Sandstorm here. Going to be able to get the D-Ward off. Deny not there in time for the Lion. Yeah, 20 minutes in. And 13-12, it's still a very, very close game. Cracker actually went for the mana boots on the line because he's gone all in on the Hex and the Earth Spike. The mana drain, only 1 point in that. I suppose the sustain is nice for his teammates as well, especially when you've got the likes of an Alchemist and a Storm Spirit in these fights. Even the Techies, to be fair, using a lot of mana. Did the Techies go for mana boots as well? He did. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Techies go for Greaves a little bit later on. Muka, how's this Dragonite looking? Mask of Manus, Armlet. Gonna go... Actually went BKB Sanjin Yasha. So, no Daedalus, no AC. He might actually be relying on... No, because he probably want the Sand King if he was going to go towards that. Go towards the Shivas and not the AC. Alchemist is being hunted here. He's playing it safe. He knows his hero's missing. Doesn't want to be too far out. There's a really nice ward as well on the top lane. If you just see it on the map next to where the Lion is... For the Alchemist, look at how deep Dragon are placing their wards as well, because you can see where the Alchemist is. There's a ward down there, just outside the pool, where the camp spawns as well, where that neutral camp spawns. Excuse me, just hitting the mic. Roshan going to be started. I don't think Palanitsu can contest this. They're not even going to try to. They're going to try and go for that tier 1 tower in the mid lane. They might have an idea this is happening. Sand King, though, TP's away, gets himself on top of the Storm Spirit. Do they have the damage to take him down here? Moonlight, he is going to have that zip zap himself around, and the Vortex coming through as well. Infernal, do they have the reveal? It looks like they might just do on the cliffs, and the damage coming through. They get the Aegis onto Muka, but it's going to cost them a kill, and now the dive onto the Tusk as well. They might be able to get 2 out of this. They do, and potentially, tier 1 tower goes down as well. So, Aegis on board for Dragon, but that's not the fight he wanted to take, and really surprising to me. In fact, the smoke coming out here, they want to push his advantage. You know there's 2 heroes dead on the side of Dragon Esports, so maybe looking to take away that Aegis just as it's being claimed. Can they make a move? Dragon... Excess Vampire, the Storm comes in, and he's going to be the Canary in the Coal Mines here, so they should be able to... We'll be able to get that Dragonite out, surely. Yeah, he dies, but he gets his shard from the Tormentor, Excess Vampire, and Teru a second sooner. Potentially gets a steal onto the Tormentor, maybe even gets a lockdown onto the Dragonite there as well, because that unstable concoction, it was channeling. But they do get a tier 1 tower from that one, so Palanitsu, even though they gave up an Aegis, they didn't give up control at all. How's Murray looking? Going to be going in towards the Solar Crest. A ways away, in fact. He's the lowest net worth in the game here, Murray Y. Proxy mines do go off. Alchemist just backs himself away immediately. Yeah, that warning system coming through for Teru. Because again, deep ward onto the ward spot into the triangle for Palanitsu for the side of Dragons. These wards. You can tell that Dragon Esports, they're looking for fights. You know, they want to claim this momentum. In fact, they might be able to go on to the Torment here. Steal this one away, but the Sticky Bomb comes through. Is there going to be a Blast Off to follow up? Now it's all 4 heroes grouped up. There's no Blast Off just yet. Now the Storm Spirit, though, zip zaps himself in. Infernal gets himself a shot on the board, and Moonlight's got his BKB going. Murray White's going to get low. Snowball comes through. Dual Race, he has that Wukong command going now as well. Muka on the sidelines with the Dragon Form out as well, but looks like both supports. Can they get the kill? They do. Fortnite Man gets both of them, and now the Forest Strike coming through. Sand King trying to do a lot of damage. Fortnite Man, though, do they have the damage to take him down? They do. Fortnite Man will fall. Infernal revealed by the dust. They get the kill onto Infernal with the unstable concoction. Now Boundless Strike, though, dual raise. He gets the kill onto Dark. Wrecker, he's got that finger coming up in 1 second. Can they get the jump onto Moonlight? So the follow-up onto Muka. Earthspike comes through. Dual raise waiting in the wings. There is that Aegis still, don't forget.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But it looks like,
Radiant
with the
structures
fortification
are
being
fortified.
used, that's going to stop Dragon Esports in his tracks. And fight-wise, a 2-4-3 once again. So, a good trade there, gold-wise, coming out for the side of Parnassia, experience-wise as well. They kept Terror alive, they kept Moonlight alive. They did lose out on their shard, which might be a bit of a big blow. The Storms where it already has his. Item-wise, let's take a look. Yeah, so Moonlight's the only one. Infernal gets a shard there. Dual Raise and Excess Vampire have their shards. So it was a good snatch from the side of Dragon Esports. As Alchemist going towards that AC. How far away is he? Could sell the Soaring if he wants to. Get the Hyperstone on deck. But, yeah, is it going to be in time? Because it looks like Dragon Esports, they want to use the Sages once again. They want to be putting pressure onto the objectives. The Sages has got 1 minute and 10 left, so they are going to be using it to the most of its ability. Oh, Teru, he's underneath his ward. They don't know this is here. He's farming up. I mean, he's going to show in the lane, but he's got no backup from his teammates now, so they're going to be able to make a move onto this Alchemist. And the Alchemist, he's straight up dead. Stampede, can he get himself away? BKB comes out as well. Teru, no way he lives through this one. Teru, the Monkey King's going to try and jump him. Nah, they've got the kill. It was cute. The Stampede into the 3-man unstable concoction. But the Monkey King was on the other side. We'll be able to get the kill. They even get another tier 2 tower out of this now as well. So Dragon Esports. Do they want to step up onto the high ground? This Alchemist is dead. 43 seconds. Storms for it though. Top line. Can they make a move onto Excess Vampire? They do. Moonlight gets the credit for the kill. Now they have to back themselves up because they are losing their base here. Dragon Knight, 11 seconds on the Aegis, 30 seconds till the Alchemist respawns. Muka, what's he going to do? He's got the... Is it a full Sword Crest? It is. Sticky Bomb comes down onto the Dragon Knight now as well. Aegis, 3 seconds away. Do they time this one perfectly? The Aegis is going to be reclaimed. Do they have the damage to take him down? Wukong comes out. Muka's got that BKB. Look at this one. The damage onto Moonlight. Moonlight, he's got his own BKB, but he needs to get himself away. They get the kill onto Fortnite, man. They take down the tier 3 tower here as well. Muka just TPs himself out. The timing was right, but he didn't have the damage to get the kill onto the Dragon Knight there. With the DK, he's going to be looking pretty darn scary as well. Chrysalis is up, going towards the full Daedalus here for the Dragon Knight. How's Dual Raise looking? Gleipnir. Oh, they might be able to make a move here. Dual Raise, though. That's going to be a BKB charge. Throws his lone Gleipnir out. Gets the root onto Teru and Moonlight. Snowball, but I think Murray, no man's land here for him. Okay. Still anyone's game. Tier 3 tower is down on the bottom lane though, so that is Dragon Esports' way into the base against Palanitsia. And yeah, I mean, Dragon, like I said, they used that Aegis to the full advantage. Okay, early on, Palanitsia were taking the fights, but with these deep wards, they were able to get the rotations, get these ganks, do the damage. So, what are they going to be able to do here?
Radiant are scanning.
With the smoke on the side of Palanitsia. Who are they going to be able to find? Again, no Aegis, but it feels like Dragon Esports, they have the momentum for the fights in their favor. But that is when they've been taking it, you know, with the hero down on the side of Palanitsia. We'll see what they're going to be able to do when everybody's up a full 5v5. Muka.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's going to be on the front line here. You can see the Palanitsi backing themselves away. Maybe looking dive on the back line. Can they get themselves and get the kill onto the Tusky? They might even be able to get onto the Sand King as the 4-9 man's going to try and waste time, but the Centaur is going to be dead. Who can get credit for the kill? Infernal still lives for a little bit longer here. Can he get himself away from this one? Chase down Teru. He's got that BKB going, but it's going to be wearing off in the next couple of seconds. So Teru needs to roar himself away. Solarbind comes out. They get the reveal. They've got the Dragon Tail. They might even have the kill onto the Alchemist. Sneaky Bomb comes in, but 2 heroes dead on the side of Palanitsia. Gleipnir now as well. They're going to be able to make a move onto 2 supports. Kreeka, one more right-click dual raise. Can he catch up Storms, or it's disconnected? Oh, that's not great, mate. That is not great at all. And overall, if they can get this kill onto the Lion, I mean, even if they don't get the kill onto the Lion, Centaur's gone, Alchemist's gone, both for, well, Centaur 30 seconds, Alchemist for 60 seconds here. This is going to open up the base. Moonlight's not going to be able to defend this on his own. It's not going to be able to go 2v4 if the Lion dies. Probably not even going to be able to go... They probably lose this tier 3 tower. I mean, where's the creep wave? The creep wave is just a ways away. Hopefully, you know, again, Moonlight's not a major issue on the disconnect. Maybe just a little bit of lag or his computer's crashed or something. And he can get himself back into this game soon. Sooner rather than later. And just taking a look at the items overall. Yeah, the pipe is up there. I mean, the Sand King's dead. Yeah, okay, Moonlight's reconnected. Good, good. We got the go when ready. Moonlight, what's he going to be able to do? He's going to be able to get himself back to the fountain, heal up. Taser comes through. They do get the kill into the Lion here as well. The Techies has to blast off to get himself out of danger. And with the creep pushing in, this Dragon form still up. It's about 2/3 of the way through. Look at the damage he's going to be able to do to the tower. And he's about 800 gold here, Muka, off the full Daedalus. This Dragon Knight, he is a scary, scary beast.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So let's see what they can do. Moonlight jumps himself in, trying to clean up the creep wave, you know, stop it from pushing in. But they do go through the back door, take at least the range racks here. Other side of Dragon Esports. Did they get the outpost? They do. So the Sand King going to be able to TP himself right back in. Yeah, the odds getting a little bit longer here for Palanitsia. Roshan is back up in less than a minute. So we'll see if that's what Dragon Esports want to wait for. This mid lane will push in now. Even if it's just the range racks that's down, the range creeps pushing in. Because I mean the range creeps, they do the most damage. So we'll be able to clean up the melee creeps a little bit quicker. Force these lanes in. And do they want to try and take another fight? I mean, Roshan, it is going to be a daytime Roshan respawn. So let's see what they do with this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, okay. Not pushing in just yet. Maybe trying to apply some pressure, get some information on where Palanitsia are. Scan comes out though, yeah. Palanitsia, they get their own little bit of information here. The smoke comes through. Dragon Knight already going to start onto this melee racks, and it's going to be going down fairly damn quick as well. Look at how quickly the Dragon Knight going to be able to deal with this one. He has a full Daedalus now as well. The lockdown onto the Techies. Techies is straight up dead. Puka just continues going. Going to be able to take down another lane of racks here. And do they want to carry on going with this? So the pipe is up, and Muka moves on to that second melee racks in the mid lane. Gets the right click down. Does a lot of damage. You're going to be able to take this one away. And now if they want to, can back themselves up towards the Roshan pit. because 2 out of the 3 lanes pushing in doesn't make it easy for the side of Palnitsia.
I love this part.
Overall net worth-wise as well, the Alchemist never really felt like he broke away. It was a little bit of a slower Radiance. He's been put under pressure. I mean, he's died 4 times here, Terry. It's not been... And even when he's not dying, he's been forced away from areas. The Warden coming out from Dragon Esports has spotted him even when he was in deep in his own side of the map. Forced him out of his farming areas. They warded his jungler as well, making sure he didn't get the optimal farm. Stacks coming through. And it is pretty darn rough for the Alchemist this game. So, Dragon Esports going to be able to get themselves an Aegis and a Roshan banner too. We'll see if they go for the last tier 2 tower here, or if they just want to go through the Radiant base. Push that in, do some damage. Crack on with it. Man, trying to skip the wave, goes for that TP out with the Monkey King. Will he get there in time? That Balance Strike, it will connect here, and the Gleipnir is going to come out as well. Fortnite Man going to get himself away. The Lord Sub as well. The Blade Mail is up. I don't think Durais is going to be able to, or really care about this, because of the Borrow Strike, even through the Stampede. This is going to be the death of Fortnite Man. Fortnite Man can get himself away. The Dust Reveal comes out as well. He's going to try and get himself out, but another Balance Strike, and the Monkey King jumps to the other end of his staff. They get the kill now. Dragon Knight, what can he do? Can he get himself out alive? Snowball, looks like Murray White, Finger of Death comes through, but it doesn't get the kill onto the Tusk, and Tusk try to run himself away from this one. The Lunate Blast now, the Unstable Concoction, but there will be that Glimmer Cape just to keep himself going. And now, yeah, Muka, looks like they want to try and make a move onto this last tier 2 tower here. The line, Hex comes through. He was rooted up by the Gleipnir, being pushed away here, Kraken, but with a 3-4 heroes around, all 5 for Dragons Esports. They are going to be able to get that kill onto the Lion. The Centaur's fallen as well. Centaur, though, 26-second respawn. Maybe not going to be up in time to defend the tier 2 tower. Cracker buys back. This might be the last stand coming out for the side of Palnitz here in this first game.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're even going to be able to get themselves another Tormentor here. Murray White, he finally gets his shard on board. Is that everyone? Only Muka without the Raghanum shard here on the side of Dragon Esports. What can they do? Techies is close. Techies getting all these proxy mines down as well. But, oh, Storm Spirit, they make a move onto Murray White. Can they get the kill onto Murray White now as well? Do they have the protection? They don't. And Murray White will fall. Jump in. Back lines here. Dual Race trying to get himself on top, but there will be Unstable Concoction coming through. Dual Race trying to get himself that kill out, but it's going to be now changing on to Kraken, and Kraken will fall. Excess Vampire, he's fallen already. Terry BKB for Dual Race. He's trying to tease out the Wukong Command, but doesn't actually go for it now as well. They get the lockdown. It's not going to be the BKB up for now for Terry. It's going to be used here. Still inside that Wukong Command. Moonlight jumps himself in now as well. Vortex comes out. There is going to be the Lotus Orb now as well, but Fortnite Man, he's going to be dead once again. He's got his buyback if he wants it. Ruka trying to make a move onto this tier 3 tower here. Teru stepping up, and Stable Concoction comes out. It forces the Dragon Knight back. But for the most part, he really isn't going to care too much. In fact, once this Aegis goes down, if he wants to split up the Massive Manus, he's going to have the gold for the full Satanic. Yeah, look at him, how quickly he's going to be able to rip through this tier 3 tower here as well. Moving on to this last lane of racks on the side of Palnitz. Palnitz here. Fortnite Man is going to buy back here.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant structures
So what can they do? Roshan banner is down as well, so those creep waves, the 2 catapult creeps, just gonna be able to stand their ground, and now the Roshan banner will be taken down. Fortnite Man does get it, but it's a melee rax. It stands between Palnitz here and Mega Creeps here. The Age is still on the Dragon Knight for another minute and 20 seconds. I think he is just gonna straight up buy out for the Satanic. Maybe swap it out for his boots. Muka just continues to push in. No fort now. Gonna be able to get the Dragon Tail out onto the line. The Lion's gonna get really down low. Moonlight jumps himself in. Backlines with the unstable concoction now as well. Can he get a kill? The Finger of Death comes out to get a kill onto Infernal. He's got no buyback here as well. Fortnite Man once again though, he's gonna go down. He's got a lot of damage coming through, and it looks like they might just be able to clean him up. They do. Excess Vampire takes him down, and now Murray Y. Murray Y's gonna buy back. Do you want to get involved in this fight? The Aegis will be popped, but this, again, Satanic is here for the Dragon Knight. He's got his BKB here as well. Does he want to try and pop this one? Satanic. It is up. He's hex up now as well. Silence though. Oh, the Glemnir coming through. Who's going to throw this unstable concoction out onto Teru? Teru does get it off onto Excess Vampire, but Muka, he wants to carry on going here. They get the lockdown onto the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit is straight up dead. And Dragon, they just continue this push in. It looks like they may finally, can they get full megas here? Cracker jump comes in from the Monkey King. Really nice bounce strike onto the both supports. Godlike spree for the Monkey King. Back line here for Teru. Takes down Murray Y as well. That's going to be a dieback here for the Tusk. But again, only 2 heroes up on the side of Palanitz. Teru trying to do what he can with the unstable concoctions. Muka with the right clicks. They will be able to get the Magas now as well. Tier 4 towers. How are they looking? Half health on one. One's pretty healthy. We'll see what happens here now that the Mega Creeps will be pushing in. And I'm kind of just, while we have a bit of downtime, I'm the same man. In fact, no downtime here because they make the dive onto the Alchemist. The Alchemist going to get himself away from this one inside the Wukong's command. He's going to be blasted around like a pinball. He looks at the balance strike. It's going to be enough there with the Burrow Strike from the Sand King to keep him locked down inside that Wukong's command. No BKB there as well. He does have his buyback. Moonlight going to try and do what he can. There is going to be the Finger of Death coming through, but it was it? It wasn't. Now the damage deal, they get the kill onto the Kivrite. Excess Vampire, what can they do? Epicenter coming through, Burst Strike onto the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit will fall. Teru trying to run himself away. That BKB will be fading here. The chase out onto Teru, and Teru, the catch-up, he's got that blink to try and get himself away. He's inside the trees, anything to interrupt anything. The Bound the Strike, the Burrow Strike, they do. They get the kill onto the Alchemist. And I think maybe Dragon Esports maybe just going to be able to lock down game number 1 here. As the Mega Creeps start to push into the base. There's only the Ancient left here. Fortnite Man going to try and do his best. Lotus Orb as well as the Blade Mail is up. They change targets though. It's a lot of damage coming out to Muka. Muka, is he going to live through this one? He's right-clicking with the best of them here. In fact, he gets the kill onto Fortnite Man. Gets the kill onto the Dark. And that is going to be the GG being called. As strong as Cracker is, I don't think he's going to be able to stand up against 4 heroes. In fact, they're going to Phantom dive for this one. Before the Ancient, it does explode. Do they give a full wipe? They don't. Lion lives, but the game goes the way of Dragon Esports. So, that is going to be game number 1. Dragon Esports rocking the slot. I mean, it was a good start for the side of Palanitz, but they just couldn't keep up that momentum. And you can see that, I mean, Monkey King 14, 2, and 16 on the kills. To the other side, Storms were at 8, 3, 14. And the Monkey King, once those rotations, started coming, they just didn't slow down. And Palanitz couldn't keep up with the pace. There was a little bit of a breath of life there for Palanitz once the first Aegis came up, and Palanitz were finding their picks, finding those rotations, but they just couldn't keep that momentum going. And Dragon Esports will be able to get the first win of this first series on the board, but it is a best of 3. So Palanitz, they have a chance to force it to 3 games. We'll find out how that's going to go in the second game right after this break. Welcome back in, everybody, to the second game here between Dragon Esports and Parnitsia. Parnitsia, they just couldn't keep up, it felt like, in that first game. Dragon Esports, they hit the timings, they hit the markers, and then they just hit their base. And Parnitsia, it all kind of crumbled down around them. But good news, question mark? We'll see how it plays. It looks like Crystallize is back. So for the second game, they are going to be playing with a full lineup on the side of Parnitsia. We'll see if that's going to do them any favors. Yeah, in the first game, they were playing with Teru. Crystallize, not sure what happened to him, but he just couldn't get there for the first game. But he's going to be back here for the second game. So we'll see how this one is going to play as we see the bans coming out this time. No Monkey King. Parnitsia, just say, we've seen it once, we've seen it enough. Sand King on the other side here for Dragon Esports. Panglia, Primal Beast, as well as the Shadow Demon and the Invoker all being banned. I will see what else the side of Parnitsia want to be taken away. Yeah, that first game, I mean, again, just from... It didn't feel like Parnitsia were doing anything wrong, per se. They go back for the Alchemist. Okay, so they like this Alch. But it felt like Dragon Esports, the way they played the game, the way they hunted in packs, the way they had the warding down very deep in the Radiant side of the map, it just put Parnitsia on the back foot. It felt like it was never really safe to farm anywhere for them. Making really good rotations as well. So we'll see if Dragon Esports can keep that up in the second game, or whether Parnitsia are going to be able to pull it back, make it that 1-1, force it to a third game. Interesting that they're going to go for the Alchemist straight away again like this. So obviously, I wonder if it's maybe Teru is not super comfortable on the Alchemist, but it is a hero that, you know, they're going to go straight back for it. See how this one plays, see if they are going to be able to do a little bit better in the second game here. Dragon Esports, we'll see how they want to answer back. Whether you go for a hero like the Keeper Light, it's going to build a Spirit Vessel up. Maybe a Shiva's builder there as well. Once the Alchemist gets the Chemical Rage going, just really deny him that ramp up in terms of the health regen. The Dragon taking some time on this first pick, which is always... It's slightly worrying when you have your entire draft of the bans. You have the pick time of the other team, you know, that first pick coming through, and then you're still taking your time over it, but they just go straight in for the Storm Spirit. So they're happy with this. They get the Snatch away. There's no Monkey King, so they're going to be able to give this one over to Dual Raise. Just lock this in from the get-go. And it doesn't give a whole lot away. Okay, the Storm Spirit, so you know what the mid lane is going to be. But you pick up one of your supports next. In the next phase, probably. And then let Parnitsia either lock in a Flex here or lock in the two supports. The Elk, again, it's not common, but it can be flexed between the 1, 2, and the 3. Usually just plays the 1, but every so often you can see it as a 2. And then every so often every so often you can see it as a 3. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was just the 1 in this game. They do ban away the Tusk. Clockwork is still there as that anchor hero, you know, the hook into the cogs or area denial, the save potentially as well, if you can drop that barrier down in front of the heroes being killed, you know, between your team and the enemies. So the Clockwork actually might not be a big bad pick here for Dragon Esports if they want to pick up a support in this next phase. Again, keeps them open to something like the Luna or the Morphlin, you know, these ranged carries that come out of the Gyrocopter there too, that seem to be, I don't want to say flavor of the month, but seem to be very, very strong. Dragonite as well to a point, because most of the fights in the later game, you do want to be sat inside that dragon form. Dragon Esports. What's the ban gonna be? What do they want to be taking away? They take away the Hoodwink again. Okay. Yeah, Plot comes out here for Dragon Esports. Kind of a no-brainer. When the other big supports have been taken out, the Keeper Light, the Tusk, Shadow Demon, as well as the Hoodwink, all get taken away. And you just say, cool, Clockwork, he's the... I don't want to say the best, he's the best of the heroes that are left. You know, I mean, to be fair, you look at him in comparison with the Keeper Light and the Hoodwink, he's probably the better pickup. I suppose it depends what you want to do. But I would put him in a tier above the Keeper of Light, above the Hoodwink. As Parnitsia, they go back for the line. Now, Eki is a player that we see play this line to full effect. In fact, let me look at the... What match was it? Who were they playing? If I can find the stats. Was it... No, it wasn't that match. Was it against Parnitsia? Not Parnitsia, Paravision. Actually, I think it might have been the Alliance match, but yeah. Eki from Avalis absolutely loves the line, and teams are starting to look at it and pick it back up. Look at it as a hero in general. The point I'm trying to make is, in the right hands, it is a good hero, even though it's been, not as popular for the past few months. This hero is making a bit of a comeback. Teams are starting to see how strong it is. It's maybe being played in scrims. And yeah, it is making a comeback here as Phoenix does get picked up for the side of Palanitsia. Aincrad was playing this over the weekend as a core, playing in position 2 role. So building into Spirit Vessels, Shivas, Spirit Vessels and Shivas. And was playing that one as a position 2, so maybe that's something that teams are starting to play around with. But I don't think it's going to be coming out now. I think we're going to be seeing it as probably as the 5 in the lane with the Alchemist. And Dragon go for the Timbersaw. Okay. It's all about the burst now, from what I'm seeing in the Timbersaws. Usually, maybe around level 4, level 5, you take 1 point in the reactive armor, but for the most part, Timber Chain, Will and Death are what you're going to be maxing out. You want to be getting in the faces of the enemies, and yeah, you're kind of not too bothered about your own survivability, because you are a fully tanky boy here on this Timbersaw. They go for the Mortar as well. Support or carry here for Dragon Esports. I like this pick, though. Maybe have to be a little bit of work if you pop the Pierce the Veil into the Lion. Overall, but I do like this hero. With the Clockwork being out, it could be that position 1 flex. You can run it as the 4 as well, if you want to run it in the lane with a Timbersaw. And it's kind of the same build-up as a core-ish Mortar, but just a little bit slower. So we'll see. We'll see whether you want to go here, Dragon Esports, with this Mortar. There's Parnitz here on the other side. Got this next pick. Both supports are on the board. I mean, the Storm Spirit's already showing, so do you want to pick your mid here? No Sand King this time. I mean, Parnitz, you weren't playing it the last time. Anyway, you go for... What wins out? Let's take a look at the hero list. So you've got your Quap. Sniper's never a bad pick. But Quap, Puck's still available. Yeah, no, damn. Puck is still available. Zeus isn't seeing a lot of play. We're seeing a little bit more on the Earthshaker's Ember Spirit's always popular. Is Lesh banned? Leshrak's not banned? No, they just go straight in for the Beastmaster. Okay. So, showing their offlane here, probably going to be, the Lion Beastmaster combo? Banning out the Medusa. The Luna is still there. Drow Range is being played around with by a couple of teams, but hasn't made it into the mainstream just yet. Again, the Dragon Knight, Morphlin's still available. Monkey King, if you want to go for that up against the Beastmaster. No, the Monkey King was banned, right? The Monkey King was banned out by Palanitsia. Excuse me. Misspoke. But, yeah, there's still some really popular picks here to come for the carry, and there's only one more ban left on Palanitsia. So, if it's not the Mortar carry, if this is going to be the Mortar 4, we shall see what the response is going to be here for Dragon Esports. Palanitsia don't have the final ban as well. I mean, it's going to be the mid lane, alright, so it doesn't matter really, because Dragon Esports, they've already got that Storm Spirit on lock. You're not going to be flicking that over to the carry role, or like the off-lane role or something like that. So I don't think the last pick... I mean, it kind of does. But it also kind of doesn't for like the laning stage matchups. And for like the early to mid game matchups. Barnetia. Who's it going to be? Going to be the Huskar. Okay. Storm does better than most up against the Huskar. But it's still not great. Still not amazing. Yo, you can slide those static remnants in there, but Huskar shouldn't really be too affected by them. He doesn't trade damage off really well, the Storm Spirit. That's where you're looking for heroes like the Sniper to come in. It's going to be Luna coming out for Dragon Esports. So overall, yeah, it's going to be the more position 4 with Infernal in the off lane. We've got Muka on the Luna, Murray-Wide Clockwork. It's going to be the, excuse me, I was going to say Tukalis then. Going to be Dual Race for the Storm Spirit. On the other side, 4-Night-Man Beastmaster coming through Dark on the Phoenix. Cracker Lion Crystallized this time on the Alchemist. And it will be, we're waiting for him to pick it up on this Huskar. But it's going to be, overall, is it? Yeah, Dual Race there locks in the Storm Spirit. Just waiting now for the more to lock in as Moonlight locks in the Huskar. But overall, I think this is purely because of the Huskar coming through. A bit of a better lineup coming through here for Parnitsia. The Timbersaw going for the Shredder should be able to get into the Alchemist's face early on. And again, if Dragons can keep that pressure on like they did in the last game, you'll keep them pinned back, keep them guessing where these wards are going to be. You'll keep them from really feeling comfortable. Dragon Esports, they can secure the second game here as well. The Huskar is going to be a bit of a wrench in the works, I think. But Dual Rays shouldn't suffer too much. It's one of them. I don't see either hero winning the lane. But if the Huskar starts to look for rotations up against the Timbersaw, up against the Luna, might be able to get some picks on board. But Dual Rays was the better player in making those mid lane rotations in the last game. So we'll see if Moonlight can match up to that first game, or if Dual Rays going to be able to control the early fights like he was doing in that first game. Crystallize this time, like I say, Crystallize is back. It's a full 5-man lineup coming out for the side of Parnitsia. So they might be in with a better chance. Again, maybe it's just a bit of miscommunication, a little bit of lack of synergy coming through. Having a stand in that first game and Crystallize being back now might be enough to drag them to the win. You'll get them over that finish line, force it to a third game. Or Dragon Esports, can they close this out clean? Can they do this in 2? We'll find out, because we're getting ready to get ourselves into the second game here. There is a pause. That's why we're still on My Lovely Face. You're not missing out on anything too much. Just take a look at the items and the facets. Dynamite on the Phoenix, Fist of Death once again for the Lion, Beast Mode for 4-Night-Man, Incendiary for the Huskar, Moonstorm and not Moonshield for Muka. Dance of the Dead coming out here for Excess Vampire, yes or no. What? Friender, is it called? I want to say. Anyway. Yeah, gonna go for the Dance of the Dead and Static Slide here for Dual Rays. So overall, who would I favor coming into this one? Again, the Excess Vampire is just disconnected. That's why we're still on My Face. You're not missing anything in the game. The game is paused. Item-wise, nothing major either. You're going to start with the Wand and the 3 branches for Muka, as well as Infernal on the Luna and the Timbersaw. Same for Beastmaster in the offlane here as well. Alk going Wand, Tangos, as well as a branch. Okay. But I think, yeah, we're going to jump to a quick break. Just wait for the game to start. We're back as soon as this game gets underway. Welcome back in, everybody. We're going to be able to get ourselves straight into the game here, as there was a bit of a brief pause coming out as Fortnite Man was disconnected, but he's back now. We are ready to go and ready to get ourselves into the second game to see if Palantir can they pull it back to a 1-1, force this game to a tiebreaker situation in the third game. Because it is a best of 3, no 2-game series here in these groups. It is all about the win and the loss. We don't do none of this drawing stuff here in the CCT. Odds on the screen, Dragon Esports coming through as the favourites. Not surprising after the last game. We'll see if having Crystallized back will change it up just a little bit for Palantir. But it did feel like Dragon Esports, after the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I mean, it kind of evened out. It felt like Palantir were, I don't want to say in control, but they were having a bit of a better time in the first 15 minutes of the game. The 20-minute, 25-minute mark, it evened out just a little bit. After that, Dragon Esports, they kind of settled and they got comfortable and got themselves into a good position here as Moonlight. Gotta be careful.
Battle begins.
No breaks. They're going to be able to go. Lucent Beam comes out now as well. They're going to be able to run him down. Whoa, the Earth Spike, though. It stops the... No! The dead shot comes in, but Murray White stopped the chase. If the Clockwork... I mean, Clockwork thought Earth Earth spiked? Earth spiked. Earth spoke. Earth spiked. So he kind of gave up there, but the dead shot did force the Huskar right back. But Murray White already started to back himself away, even with the battery assault still going there. So mid lane, we'll see if Moonlight going to be forced once again. It's a lot of damage coming through. Do they get the first blood after this one? Blood Grenade comes out as well, but the Remnant, it didn't connect. So Moonlight going to be bullied in this lane to start. Damn, dude. Twice it feels like he escaped death there, because if that Remnant connects, potentially it's enough to get the kill onto Moonlight. As it stands, we'll just be able to survive through that. Meanwhile, top lane, Earthspike comes out. Mooka, he might go down here. One more right click. Is it enough from Fortnite Man? It's not. Lucent Beam here onto Cracker, so Cracker can't get in range, but Mooka, he's lost pretty much all of his life here to that harass coming out from the side of Palantir. So Palantir trading the harass from Moonlight right back onto Mooka. Murray White going to try and go with a rundown. He's got the battery assault coming through. Lucent Beam now as well, but it only means that Murray White taking a lot of damage there as well. Maybe the rest of his team are asking Murray, why? As Fortnite Man going to be able to sustain in this lane with the 2 balls coming through as well. It's a lot of harass. Bottom line, how's it looking? Unstable Concoction onto the Timbersaw, though. Timbersaw's only level 2. Did go for that 1 point into the reactive armor. I wonder if that's the only point he's going to take, or maybe goes for a little bit more of a classic build, let's call it, here top lane. Murray Y has to back himself away. Again, Huskar in the lane, not really having a good time. 2 points in the Berserker's Blood coming out here for Moonlight. Mooka just continues. At least he's finding the last hits, at least he's finding the farm, which is the main thing here for the Luna. Because even if you die a couple of times in the lane, as a Luna, same thing for the Alchemist, right? You're going to be able to go into the jungle. We saw it for the Dragon Knight in the last game. He got pressured in the lane just a little bit. He didn't die all that much, but he did get pressured. So you just move into the jungle. You move into the stacks. You try and find the stack camps. Luna, Dragon Knight, Alchemist, all... Well, I mean, the Alchemist once he has the Radiance up, but Luna and Dragon Knight play fairly similar. Thanks to the cleave coming out now from the Fires, Worm's Wrath, Facet, Clockwork. Now, he's got the lockdown into Cracker. Can they get the kill onto Cracker? Cracker going to try and move himself away. The battery assault, one more right click, one more Lucent Beam. Mooka, no Lucent Beam. It was on cooldown. He used it when he was inside the cogs, and Murray Y just could not get the chase down. Fortnite Man, though, trying to get the interrupt. The Lucent Beam comes through. So Murray Y will be able to get himself that Lotus. Who got it on the bottom part of the map? Looks like it was the Phoenix that got the Lotus up here, but Cracker might have to go all the way back to base, which is going to leave Fortnite Man in a bit of a tricky situation. But the Beastmaster, I mean, he's fast enough. 305 movement speed. No, the Clockwork's actually faster. Didn't realize. So Cracker just gets a salve flown in instead. Blood Grenade comes out. Chase down to Crystallized, though. There is a Colin coming through now. Crystallized Deadshot. It pushes him, but it doesn't push him back into the Colin. Crystallize. It's a lot of damage coming through here. He's going to be able to salve up. He's got his wand. If he needed to, emergency heal there as well. Top lane. Looks like we might get the first blood one way or the other here. Fortnite Man, the chase down coming through. And it is going to be Murray White that goes down. And Fortnite Man will live. The damage from the side of Dragon Esports wasn't there. So Murray White will fall. Gives that first blood up. Who actually got the credit for it? Was it Cracker? I think it was Cracker. Yeah, got the credit for the first blood. This time, 2 into the Earth Spike, 1 into the Mana Drain. Nothing into the Hex just yet for the line. We'll see if it's going to be a similar build here. Murray White, Earth Spike comes in clutch. Stops Fortnite Man from being run down here by Murray White. It was a good idea by the Clockwork, but this is the thing, right? He gets in range, he's just going to lose all of his mana. Because he has to close the gap towards the Beastmaster, and the line just says, oh, rubs his hands together. Thank you very much. Loosen Beam coming through. Cogs actually pushes Fortnite Man back. Do they get the revenge? They do. And Muka picks up the kill. Might be able to get a boar or two out of this as well. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Icarus dive away for the Phoenix. Dark. Not a lot of life left there for him. Mid lane, though, is being won now by the Huskar. You can see on the last hits, 29 to the 19 of the Storm Spirit. So I thought he might get a little bit more out of this lane duel race, but it feels like the bullet started early for Moonlight. And yeah, level 5 coming up to the level 6 for Moonlight. How's the Storm looking in terms of levels? Going to be so far behind. He is level 5 still, but only about halfway to level 6, if that. Whereas Moonlight has picked up the level 6. So we'll see if Moonlight going to get aggressive with these rotations. You're using that life break to get on top of heroes. Look for those kills as Exus Vampire does take down Dark, though. Really well done. How's the Timber Sword looking? 2 points into the Whirl and Death, 1 into the Timber Chain. Yeah, I would expect it to be a 3-1-1 before the level 6. Yeah, Moonlight, not a lot of life left. Got to be careful underneath the tier 1 tower as well. Doesn't want to dive the tower purely... Well, Murray Wise rotated in as well, but you don't want to dive that tower just because of the Vortex, but actually Storm Spirit not gone for a point in the early Vortex. No bottle charges either here, so Moonlight going to be taking the tower shots coming in. Cracker, there's going to be the dive onto dual race, but the dead shot comes out just in time, and now Murray White, look at the rotation. Does he get the kill? They do. They take down Moonlight. Exus Vampire gets the credit. Cracker going to be run down. Cogs comes out, forces Cracker back. Moonlight, he does take down dual race in the end, thanks to those, the damage it looks like from the burning spears. From the grave. Spooky. But Dark, yeah, able to group up. They do get a 2-for-1. And Dores at least gets the experience for the kill onto Moonlight as well as the assist gold before Moonlight takes him down. Now the bottom lane. TP coming in from the Huskar. They want to go straight onto Infernal. The Unstable Concoction is going to come in through. Timber Chain, it doesn't connect here. Infernal actually turns it around. He might have had the damage if he went onto Crystallize, but now he's going to burn too. Close to getting the kill. And he could have had that level 6, which is kind of the point you rotate. You get the kill before the level 6 as Dual Raze takes down Fortnite Man. So both off laners being punished from the respawn on the mid laners. But yeah, if it had that level 6 onto the Timber Sword, maybe he would have been able to get the kill onto the Alchemist. But as it plays, really well played there from Palinizia. Just to time that so right. Infernal. What's he going to do? Dual race, how is he looking net worth-wise? Not great, mate. Not great at all. Bottom lane Infernal, getting a little bit aggressive underneath the tier 1 tower. Moonlight, yeah. I mean, Moonlight's going to be fine. 3 points of the Berserker's Blood. He's going to be A-okay here. Fortnite Man going to be run down. Murray White, level 5. Not level 6 just yet. Dual race backs himself away, but he's close on the Clockwork.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Level 6 is up. Fortnite Man can he get himself... Oh, the hook! In the top lane, the hook comes out, but it hit the ball. It might still be enough damage with the Eclipse coming out here. Yeah, Murray White gets the credit. Cracker with an AD rune here. The call in from Exus Vampire. Does he bounce it around? He gets the damage off, but won't be able to get the kill onto Cracker. Stark takes down Murray White. How's Dual Race looking? Dual Race. He's just constantly on fire, man.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just constantly under pressure. He is going to be going back bottom lane. Can they get the jump out onto the Timbersaw? Once again, the Timbersaw. Yep. 3 points into the Whirling Death. There's that Timber Chain. It is... What's the actual length on the Timber Chain? 2... No, that's for the point, right? Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's back in the lane, Infernal. He needs a little bit of help. Moonlight, maybe if they get some deep wards down, they can make a hook shot happen onto Moonlight, who does have that armlet up. Going to go in towards the power, the phase boots, and then the BKB, not the power treads, as they might see excess vampire. XVS. Calling comes out now, but the Icarus dive comes through as well. There is going to dive out into the mid lane from the Huskar. The Huskar, doesn't matter how it goes down, because Moonlight just melts him away. While this goes, Alchemist, he's hiding in the trees. He knows they've got that. He knows they've got the Watcher, so plays away from the vision. And net worth wise, this Alch is going to be top of the table this time. He just has to sit and watch as Mary White takes away his creep wave. He's like, Mary, why? I'm going to use that like 3 or 4 more times. So if you're sick of the terrible name puns, I don't know what to tell you. You're stuck with me.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dark. He does have the supernova up. Do you want to try and defend this tier 1 tower? Because it looks like Palantir are going to try and push it onto it. Crystallize as well. Just farming through on the jungle.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the Luna's doing the same now. It's going to be a tier 1 tower going down. Actually, no confirm because the TP's coming in from the Timbersaw. They want to try and make something happen here. In the mid lane, Supernova not used, but the Timbersaw TP's in just as a deterrent, it looks like. Clockwork has that hookshot up. You probably want the Timbersaw. Sometimes you see them going for the Kaya. I think you need the Shivas coming out for Infernal here. You know, as the first big aura with an Alchemist and a Huskar out, you want to affect the regen coming through as much as possible. So the Timbersaw being able to dive into the middle of them with a Shiva's Guard. He's going to go Blink first. But after that, I think you don't go Kaya. I think you go for Shivas. Just to be able to really put the damage out. Limit the amount of regen coming through from the side of Palantir. With a Phoenix there as well. Probably going to be... Is it going to be the drums build for the Huskar, for the Beastmaster? It is. So it's going to be... Excuse me. When I say drums build, I mean the Aghanim Scepter that gets in the drums of Slum. So there's a hell of a lot of survivability coming out on the side of Palantir. And Dragon Esports need to find a way to deal with that. And I think Shivas would be one of the better ways for the Timbersaw to help his teammates deal with that. Blink Dagger is coming in. It's going to be finished up 12 minutes on the Blink Dagger. It's not bad. Breaker, they're hunting, but the Storm Spirit, where he has that information, will be away there. How's the Luna looking? He's going to be the Manta Star for the Luna, so no surprises there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But again, things just slowed down just a little bit. Is everybody looking for the next set of items? Alch. Radiance is nearly up. Could it be a similar timing to the last Radiance? But I think Huskar has been a little bit more active on farming the stacks. You know, looking for the farm himself, going towards that BKB as well. Beastmaster too, because Beastmaster wants this Ag Scepter up. He's going to be 1,700 gold away from it on the Beast. Well, they're going to try and come in though. Smoke onto it. Can they make the jump happen? 4-9 man. In the vision. Jack and Whirling Death. I think... Yeah, no, the calling was just a little bit too far away. Timber Chain in now from Infernal. Jumping from the Storm Spirit. They get that kill. Sunray's going to be coming through against 2 or 3 of them. Dive in from Moonlight. Moonlight, what's he going to be able to do? Might be able to go into Mary White. Mary White gets those cogs down. Just trying to buy his team space and time here. Timber Chain, it doesn't connect. so they won't be able to get the damage on. Supernova is out. Infernal should be stunned up by it. They're going to be able to get the kill into Excess Vampire as well as Infernal. 4 heroes dead on the side of Dragon Esports. Not the trade they wanted, just for the Beastmaster there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's starting to look more and more comfortable in this series as this game goes on. At least the Luna is still farming. And I think late game, late game, maybe the Luna would outscale the Alchemist. I mean, if we get to like a 60-minute game, it's anybody's game, but I'm talking like 35 minutes, 40 minutes in, the Luna would be a little bit more scary. She does just continue to farm. Level 12 coming out here for the Luna. Net worth-wise overall, you see that the Alch is ahead by about 1,000 gold. Which, with the Luna being able to flash farm like this from the get-go, I would be expecting to be the story. Overall, though, Muka is 2 levels ahead. So, see if that's going to play any advantage here to the side of Dragon Esports. Moonlight, how's he looking? Level 11 here for him too. Level 9 on Cracker. Cracker wants to go towards the Blink Dagger. It makes sense when you, specifically for the Finger of Death facet, right? Where you want to throw the finger out, you want to, not the Finger of Death, the Fist of Death. You want to get the finger out, you want to be able to blink, close a gap, get the right clicks for the Fist of Death facet. Potentially being with a chance of getting another stack. Odds-wise, how's it looking? It's come down for Parnitz here. They were 3 point something. Dragon are still the favourites. But it is close between the two teams. There's not a whole lot in it. Which is fair, because I don't think there's a whole lot of difference between these two teams overall. Recently, the impact has been a little bit different for one team than the other, but I think overall, they kind of do sit on the same level, and I think overall the gap is closing between the tippy top S-tier teams and like the B-tier teams coming out here, and like and I don't want to be insulting when I say B-tier, because that's not, I'm not talking them down at all. I'm just talking about the overall experience, LAN experience, the time that the teams have been together as well. Just it all makes a difference in the how a team plays, but it feels like the gap is closing between the two. Oh, I like this. They're going to be able to make a rotation here. Fortnite, man, he's just straight up in danger. He's dead. And they force TPs into the mid lane from Palanitsia and immediately got that tier 1 tower, TP'd it away. Got a great kill onto Fortnite, man, just after I think he took the tower. But still, the kill goes their way in the end. And now Palanitsia, they need to respond, because potentially that could have been a rush. Being started by the side of Dragon. Cracker, he gets that Hex out onto Clockwork. Deadshot doesn't land to Cracker. He's going to be dead now. Well, Moonlight's going to try and do what he can, but it looks like he might just move himself away. Backline's Crystallize. He might be just left all alone. There's going to be the Sun Ray coming through here. Crystallize, though. Can he get himself away? Can he hit onto the Supernova as well? There's going to be 2-3 heroes. They do break the Supernova. Muka, he's going to be able to get the kill onto Moonlight as well as Crystallize. The Ultra kill comes out, and he's even going to live. The Burning Spears, it's not going to be enough damage to get the kill onto Luna. Luna will live. Really well played there from Dragon Esports. That fight absolutely going their way. Gets the Luna to the top of the net worth chart there as well. A lot of Luna's not building the Hurricane Pike, but it looks like this time, and I don't blame Muka here, when you have the Huskar that wants to jump on you like that, if you are going to be the main focus, BKB is going to be nice, but you want that gap extender, so you want to be able to say, no, get off me, push him away. So, yeah, a lot of Lunas don't go for the Hurricane Pike anymore, because with a Manta style, with a Mask of Madness, then you want to be going into, like, the BKB Daedalus. But having that Hurricane Pike in this game, absolutely 100% for it. Rocket Flare comes out. Now, the Beastmaster can, with an assist, take this Roshan. It's not the quickest Roshan in the world. Smoke's going to be coming out. They want to try and contest into this one now. They might try and get him as he exits the pit, because they're not going to be in there to stop this Roshan take. The drums, they are building up, so he's going to be able to get the Aegis. Gives it over to Moonlight. Where can they go with this one, though? There's going to be the Twin Gates to get themselves out of this. It looks like they might just do. Rocket Flare comes in. The hook shot, though. He interrupts. Did he get all of them? The Roar is going to be used onto the Clockwork. Now the Eclipse is going to come through. They pop the Aegis. They're going to be able to get the damage out. Yeah, they pop this. Taking down 3. The Huskar at least gets out alive. They don't pop that Aegis. I got a little bit excited, a little bit ahead of myself. But 3 heroes go down on the side of Palinizia. Oh, they're still hunting for more. They want to go. Not going to be seeing that Alchemist, so what you will see is 3 bounty runes waiting for them to pick up. This was a nice little stack here for the Timbersaw.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Excess Vampire. Going to show here. There's going to be an unstable concoction with Excess's name on it. Jump comes in. Moonlight crystallized. They do get the kill out onto the Muerta. TP's look at this. It looks like the Power Ranger's coming in. Moonlight gets that BKB going now as well. And again, Aegis for another 4 minutes or so. Do they want to try and go into this one? There's no Eclipse. 53 seconds. That BKB. The hookshot's going to miss though. Splits the wickets between the heroes. These stealth stuns with the unstable concoction. Moonlight's BKB wears off. What can they do onto this one? The cogs locked down onto Cracker. Cracker's going to be the target here for the Luna. Gets 1 kill. Miriwai gets the credit. They pop the Aegis. Static Storm soon. The Remnant. Storm Remnant is down. And Moonlight, he won't live through that. 3-4 heroes chunking him down. Palinizia, they lose another fight and lose the Aegis. So, how's it looking overall? The Luna's going to be ahead in terms of net worth now as well. Fortnite make a move. The Axes come through. The Roll's going to be here as well. Muerta. Well, she is Muerta. Muerte? But Timbersaw, he's on the chase. They want to go. Fortnite Man's in the trees. He doesn't have a TP for 6 seconds. Infernal. Rocket Flow comes out. They know where Fortnite Man is. Chase is on. Can they get there in time here? TP is out. Anything to interrupt? No, Yule Scepter, nothing like that. Hookshot? Nope. There's no way to stop Fortnite Man from TPing himself out. Zmuka. Is that the BKB completed for Luna? It looks like it might just be. It is. Really good timing on that. Gonna go back now. It's gonna be the Flak Tree, so not gonna be pure right click. Yeah, with the Daedalus going to be going in, so the Flak Tree is going to be able to get the Lucent Beam damage benefiting from it. Still going to be able to get the mini crits as well. What's the crit difference between a Daedalus and a Flak Tree?
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
30% chance of 160 and a 30% chance of 225. Excuse me, yeah, so the Daedalus does way more on the crits, but you get more overall damage, technically, I guess, with Lucent Beam. I don't want to say more overall damage. Your damage is well more rounded, is the phrase I was looking for there. Between your right clicks and your spells. As a Luna specifically, dive comes in. Do they have the control here? They're going to dive onto the... Look at this one on the tier 3 tower. Supernova's been forced out. Infernal. It's a lot of damage coming through here. Cracker gets the kill. Infernal just absolutely melted.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's... Timbersaw just couldn't get himself away. The sunlight, he's a proper gamer. You know, the sunlight, it burns.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Zmuka. Already got... I mean, you trade out the... Yeah, the Chrysalis is going to be coming in here for the Luna. How's the Alk looking on the other side here? Alk's still going to be about 1,000 gold behind. BKB is up. Has he used that yet? No, 9 seconds on the BKB for the Alchemist. Radiance as well as the Blink Dagger. Going to go towards an Orchid here. Not the AC that we saw last time. Tier 1 tower is still up in this bottom lane. They're going to try and make a move on the back lines here. Moonlight, oh, it breaks smoke. They're going to be able to move on to Miriwai. Miriwai does get the cogs down first. There'll be 4. Does he even go down? Yeah, Miriwai's going to burn. Gets the information out, drops the cogs as well, so he keeps Palinizia contained. Keeps Mooker alive there as well, and just, he gives up his life. It's not the longest respawn. He didn't really spend anything, no hook shots. You know, it's not like he has a BKB to use or anything like that. So overall, not a bad thing for the side of Dragon Esports to lose the clockwork like that. And we'll see. Moonlight just continues to farm out here. What he's going to be able to get, because he's going to go for it. Okay, he's going to go for the... I wonder if he goes back, because he's building into the Sange and then a Dragonlance. Is he going to go back for the Heaven's Halberd on the Huskar? That might not be awful. As it looks like, actually, the Timsaw going to be going towards the Ag Scepter. And not the Shivas. I really would have liked the Shivas here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Muka just continuing to farm. Infernal, how is he? I mean, Infernal is not going to be too far away from... In fact, has he got it? No. It might be coming on his courier, actually. The last piece. Yeah, no, he was. He does. He has that. When the Ag Scepter is up now. As they look to try and chase down. Again, this is kind of what Dragons were doing in the last game. They started off slow. It wasn't the best, but they got comfortable over time. They were able to put Palantir under pressure. And it looks like they're doing the exact same here in this game. So I kind of thought that Huskar might have got a few more kills under his belt, you know, a little bit more in terms of the net worth. Might have been rocking the top spot, or close to the top spot. No, he's going to be middle of the pack here with the Timbersaw. Meanwhile, the Luna, 2k ahead. This is really bad. 25 minutes in, and your Alchemist is 2,000 gold behind the top spot. You want the Alchemist 4,000 gold ahead at this point. Even with a flash farmer like the Luna, the jump comes in, Cracker's going to go down again. Yeah, Storm Spirit might be able to, will get the credit for the kill. Dulrays takes down the line. They should be able to now put pressure onto this tier 2 tower. Alchemist, he's playing it safe. Okay, he's away. He's back to the high ground on Crystallize.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And jump comes in. The Luna, though, the catch comes out. They get the jump, they get the kill. The Supernova's down now as well. They need to back themselves away. This is over for Dragon. TP away, Infernal on the high ground. Axes fly through, but there's nothing to stop the TP. Roar was already used there as well. The Luna has the full counter up. Just the furthest one forward there. Couldn't get the BKB or the Manta style off, and the control. That's what Phylactery, that's what Palantir need more of. And you can see that the Luna, yeah, realizes this. Gonna go for the Lincolns, but is already slot limited. I wonder if... okay, line in the mid lane. Do they want to try and fight this one out here? Dulrays going to be trying to make the dive in, and the hookshot comes out of the backlines now as well. Can they get the kill into Fortnite Man? I really didn't expect him to go this way. Fortnite Man's going to get really down. Oh, Moonlight going to try and do what he can. Sunray through onto Moonlight. Moonlight's going to have a lot of regen here as well. They take down the Timbersaw. Can they go for more, though, as Moonlight? Excess Vampire gets the credit for the kill. The Phoenix should go down as well, but Crystallize going to try and do what he can. There's going to be the dive away from Dulrays, using the last of his mana here. Blink into the high ground, and it's not going to be on vision. Dulrays played that one really damn well. Wasn't expecting the fight to turn around like that. But again, I would just... He's going to go for a Hex on the Timber. Fair enough. You know, maybe it's me. Maybe I would have thought the Shivas would have been like a guaranteed pick here, but... obviously not. Obviously... Again, that's why the pro players... I'm just talking about it. So yeah, the BKB Hex being queued up for the Timbersaw. He can get rid of the Soaring, he can get rid of the Wand. Roshan is up now. I wonder if either team's going to try and make a move for this one, because both teams are going to be back alive 4 seconds on the respawn, and they are going to have the outpost to TP2 on the Dire side. Beastmaster moves up. Not going to be in vision, though. Let's see, smoke coming out for the side of Palantir. Dragon are close. But the
Dire
ain't,
are scanning. Dire
yeah,
are
scan comes
scanning.
out. Maybe misclicked on that scan. It will reveal now around the Roshan pit, so it looks like they might try and take a fight. Smoke out for Parnitz here. Rocket Flow comes in. They've not started Roshan just yet. Smoke here for the side of Dragons. They might want to go for, look at the battle plan on the map. They want to go for the big wrap around here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You see the courier coming out of the Roshan pit? Still, though, nobody started. Smoke's going to be breaking. Rocket Flow comes in. They see Cracker. Do they want to try and make a dive onto the Lion? Or is the tastier targets here? Even Roshan wants to get involved in these fights. Cogs comes out. Courier spotted from Moonlight. Excuse me. Moonlight's courier is spotted. So not going to be able to use it for vision there. Alk gets that Chemical Rage off early. The Manta-style illusions here from the Luna. Try and spot something out. Going to be stopped by the ball, though. That ball will be taken down. And now they're going to go inside the Roshan pit. This is brave. They have the cogs coming out. Murray White as well. Just going to be able to kick them in every direction. Looking to scout this one out. Well, coming through. They actually get the kick out into Phoenix now. Is it going to dive in? Storm Spirit down into the back lines. No Supernova's going to get this kill. They do. They get the kill. And now it's going to be really hard for him to get back in the game. There is going to be the buyback coming through here, but the Luna can be right on top of it. Do they have the damage to get the kill? Another Manta-style being popped. Muka trying to get the runaway, but the two cores on top of Muka. Muka going to be run down. Muka going to be dead. They take down Cracker. But really not worth it. Two heroes dead on the side of Dragons. The buyback comes through. It's only the supports, and now Infernal. Well, they might be able to get the tie back. Supernova comes out here from Fortnite. Not from Fortnite, man. From the Phoenix of Fortnite, man. Right on top of it. Dive comes in. But it looks like dual raise. I mean, he has the Aegis. What can they do here? They pop the Aegis. Luna has the buyback. And they clean it up from this one. Infernal will go down as well. Vortex dragged back in here. Stun on two dual rays, and dual rays is looking for the kill. He's going to be able to get the die back onto Fortnite Man. Excuse me, as Dark, and Fortnite Man will fall too. Again. Murray White might burn down. Moonlight and Crystallize on the chase here. He's going to try and go for the TP. Do they see me? Blinks over. The self-stun. If it had just carried it on walking, would have been able to get that kill. And, he goes for the big brain play, blinks over, and Clockwork already stood his ground, looked for that TP out. But yeah, this Luna... Oh, Chris... What? Excess Vampire, a little bit out of position there. It's actually going to be Storm Spirit going for the Shivas. I like this a little bit more, I guess, because he means he can get in, pop it, get himself back out. Timbersword doesn't have to rely on the Blink Dagger Timber Chain because he wants to be in the middle of, or around the edges of the fight. But my big issue is this Luna. The Lincoln Sphere is still coming. I think she just straight up sold the Mask of Madness there as well. Yeah, she did. Looking towards this Lincoln's. And then I assume after that Lincoln straight into the Hurricane Pike. Because the amount of times... The last two fights, the Alk, the Huskar got right on top of Muka and just burned it down without her being able to do anything. So yeah, it's going to be the Lincolns into the Hurricane Pike, I feel, here for the Luna. After that, I guess you go for Shard. Ag's Blessing as well.
Do it with flair.
How far away is the full Lincolns? About 800, 900 gold away. I wonder if we see... Actually, the Silver Edge from Water. Gonna go into a Hurricane Park of our own. With the Nemesis Curse here, Shard is up as well. So the Pierce Veil Spell Lamp got 8 stacks of that already for Excess Vampire.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So you can kind of transition Excess into this semi-core role with the Hurricane Pike coming through. Just going to use the dead shot on the creep wave. You know, pull this back, keep the pressure off this bottom lane. You know, dual raise on the other side of the map. What's he going to be able to do, dual raise? Shivas is going to be really good for him. He's still about... what, 700 gold away from finishing that. So there is some big items here that the side of Dragons want to finish up. On the other side, how's the Huskar looking? Actually went back for the Sanjin Yashin. No Heaven's Harbor. Heaven's Harbor just seems like a dead item. If a hero like Huskar doesn't want to buy it, you know that item has issues. Alchemist has the full Bloodthorn here as well. Beast, how's he looking? Gonna go for refreshers. Blink Dagger BKB is up. 7 seconds on that BKB now as well. Line with the Blink. Gonna go towards a Glimmer Cape. Phoenix, how's he looking? Yule Scepter, and that's prime Yule Scepter in a gem. It's not bad for a Phoenix.
Let the fun begin.
On the other side, Clockwork, how's he want to build? He wants to build into a Lotus Orb, so gonna offer even more protection to his cause, even as the 5. Excess Vampire. The 4 staff probably gonna be the first of the 2 items from the Hurricane Pike that he buys.
Illusion.
Again, a little bit of a right-click menace coming out now with the Pierce the Veil spell amp coming through, and that 30% lifesteal means he can stand his ground in these fights. As long as he's not the main focus. You know, he's taking damage, but as long as he's not the main focus here, Excess Vampire. And then might be looking for smoke rotation. They are grouping up now on the side of Dragon Esports in the mid lane, yes. Smoke comes out. Who are they going to be able to find? Can they get themselves on top of Crystallize? I mean, Crystallize... He's only backed up by... I mean, Moonlight's here. The Phoenix is here as well. As the Lunar Illusions. Just keeping an eye on the map. Lunar Illusions stepping up to... Or at least one of the Lunar Illusions. Damn, say that 5 times fast. Dive scan, they know. Someone's here. Storm Spirit jumps himself in. He's going to be able to get the lockdown at the dark. Easy kill. Now, can they go for more? One-Eye Man. He's going to be able to get himself away that TP, but the line, he might not be so lucky. Palinitsia, 9 on the odds? Really? I would have said like 4, 5 at a push. But a full 9? That's like... Damn, that's cold. That's like writing them off. Lincoln Sphere is up for the Luna. Item-wise, what else is coming out here for our old friend, the Luna? Who's on the courier? Ah, the courier was already most of the way there. Yeah, Hurricane Pike is up now for the Luna. Those are 2 big pickups. Let's go. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Making another move. I mean, Roshan is still going to be at least 2 minutes away here. The big man. And then you have the extra clock on top.
I've been wanting this.
Moonlight. Moonlight. Oh no, the BKB's out. The other down to take him down. He's going to try it. The hookshot comes in. Interrupts the TP out, and Moonlight. Such a good pickup here for the side of Dragons, but, you know, going to make lemonade out of lemons here. Palinitsia. Maybe not. Actually, pull themselves away. They don't think they can do it quick enough, so they move away from the Tormentor, because Dark. He was going to get killed off by the Tormentor first, it looks like. Hooker moving himself down towards this bottom lane. Hurricane Pike is back up. Roshan again. Going to be a ways away before the big man's back up just yet. What can they do? Like, the sphere does get broken. Look, subs out now as well. Crackers with the 4-step. It's going to dive in here from the Storm Spirit. Supernova is down, but look at the right-click damage coming out here. The right-click speed, excuse me. One more right-click, one more. It comes through. Infernal takes down Dark. Cracker falls now as well. Buyback from the line, but the Alchemist is going to be dead. He's going to be dead for 100 seconds as well. Has that buyback if you want it, but the rest of Dragon Esports going to focus on the base. And this is a Luna we're talking about. To these racks, these buildings are going to fall so damn fast.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Huskar is back up in 10. We maybe then see the buyback from the Alchemist when they have both cores back up. But they're going to lose 2 tier 3s, maybe even 2 lanes of racks for this.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
What do you want to do? The Alchemist is not even buying back here.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
You say, okay, we can make a play for the tier. They're not going to go for the second, excuse me, the last tier 2 tower. They're just going to go straight tier 4's Alchemist. It is do or die time here, my dude. Tier 4's jump comes in. Moonlight is going to be able to get himself away from this one. The damage comes through again. The BKB is up, trying to turn himself around onto the Timbersaw. The Timbersaw, it could be a big damage, a big bit of burst coming out to the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit will fall. Look at these glaives still bouncing around. The Eclipse going to be used now as well. Moonlight, that BKB is down. It looks like Moonlight can get himself away from this one. 4-9 man going to try and do what he can up against the Luna. The Luna, again, going to be caught out in 2 or 3 heroes here. Even the Muerta. The damage coming through. They get the kill. Taking down 3 big picks. What's it going to cost him here? Murray, why? Mana for a TP. I don't think any life for a TP here either, as yeah, Paladin hits here. Maybe down to a last stand. Look at this tier 4 tower in the base. 247 health left. That's all it has, the last tier 4 tower. And timeline-wise, buybacks are all up for dragons. The mid lane, the bot lane, going to be a little bit harder to push in. Timso has to TP back. By the time they get through this tier 2 tower, because they have the fortification here, most of dragons are going to be back alive. Most, not all. The Luna's still going to be about 10-15 seconds away. Because you have this fort back now. So you're going to be able to get the fort onto the tier 3. Yeah, the Will and Death coming through here as well. So backdoor protection is up. If it gets really low and low, Crystallize, actually with the right clicks, they might just be able to go through backdoor. They might just give this up though. The fortification will be used, but they might just give up one lane of racks. Roshan Banner's down. And maybe Palanitsia, they try and force buybacks out here as well. So the Luna 15 seconds away before the respawn, but Palanitsia, they play it safe. They're just going to back themselves away. Roshan's going to be up in the next 37 seconds. Going to be a daytime Roshan this time around. Who is going to contest? Who's going to go for it, and then who's going to be the contestors? Contestees? Contestees. I guess the contestors are the people who you have to contest. The contestees are the people doing the contesting. I don't know. English is hard. My first language, and I barely speak it. Storm doing a little bit of farming here. Can come through the Twin Gate if his teams can deem it safe, or just TP down to the tier 2 tower. Blinking Sphere out for the Storm Spirit now being queued up as well. Yeah, the Luna wants to go in towards the Butterfly. After that, that's when you get rid of your boots. You swap out your boots for the Butterfly. Gold-wise, how is he looking? 2.8k in the surplus. For Mooka. As the push comes in, do they just want to force this one back? They do. They want to force out a fight here. We're going to be able to get this tier 4 tower. Trying to force it through, but there's going to be the jump in. The Link Sphere gets broken now as well. The BKB comes out. They're going to be able to get themselves on top of the line. Can he get himself away from this one? He can't. Supernova comes through. Do they have the mischance coming through now as well? The dive from the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit. He's going to be taunted out. Will be able to get the dive away though. Damage on the back lines. 4-9-man with a refresh. You've got the Alchemist, and again with the Luna this time. The damage coming through. Luna playing it on the back lines. I think they roared out one of the illusions as well. Waiting for that BKB from Moonlight to wear off. They don't lose anything on the side of Dragons. The Lion is down. I'm pretty sure that's a dieback there as well.
Stupendous.
The tier 4 tower was taken. Dragon, this could be a great bait, mate. Yo, they force all these rotations back and they say, okay, well now you're stuck pushing out your base. Because you can't leave. You will lose your Ancient if you let these creeps push in. And we can just rush over to Roshan and say, thank you very much. Take it away from you. Yeah, look at this as well. The Rocket Flare to push up the top lane. This is going to be a free Aegis. They at least get the shard out for the Huskar, taking that Tormentor down. But it's still... I'd rather have the Aegis. I don't know what exists Vampire. It's the stun animation. I've noticed a couple of heroes like this. You know, they just get locked into this one animation. So yeah, she's going to be a little bit drunk. It looks like, yeah. Excess, stumbling around a little bit. But the gun's still going to be on point. Yeah, it looks like me at the end of a night out. Only there's not two people under my shoulders.
Dire are scanning.
In a sing-songy way. You know, not that they have to carry me or anything. 4-9-man, gotta be careful here. There's gonna be the Lotus Orb coming through already for Mooka. Mooka wants to step up, has this Aegis now. this could be do or die time coming out for the side of Team Dragons. And how are their buybacks looking? They don't have any apart from the Beastmaster. In fact, the Beastmaster might be forced to use it here, right now. It is going to be coming through. Greco going to be forced back into the fountain now as well. They get the lockdown onto the Alchemist. So the Alchemist, do we have enough to get the kill onto the Alchemist? There's a lot of damage coming through the stones for it. He's going to be able to eat the cheese, keep himself alive, but 3 heroes dead, make that 4. And the GG will be called. 5-man wipe coming through. The ultra kill for Muka, and the game being secured for Dragons. They will be able to take this one in 2. No third game here for Palanizia. I don't want to say comfortable, that second game. This second game here, Palanizia, they were a real threat, but in the end, Dragon Esports, they had the net worth, they had the skills, had the ability to take this one. And yeah, Palanizia maybe thrown off balance with having a stand in the first game. The second game was a little bit closer, but overall, Dragon Esports going to be able to lock it down. You look at the Luna, 12-3-12 in terms of kills, deaths, assists. On the other side, the Alchemist, 6-3-9. Storms were at 10-3-21 here, and the Huskar, 9-7-7. It was a good start in the lane for the Huskar. You know, he's bullying back the Storm Spirit, but there was some good rotations from Dragon Esports. It feels like the synergies there just a little bit more for Dragon. You know, they were able to make it count where it mattered, and were able to pull this one out of the bag. And Palanizia just couldn't really get up to speed with Dragon Esports. So that's going to be the first series of the day. The second series, it's going to be a forfeit going the way of Mouse Liga. They forfeit at least this series. I don't know going forward if it's just this series or more. But that is going to be it for the first series. It's going to be it for me. So don't forget to follow along on the CCT_Dota for Twitter for CCT overall to see whenever this goes live. And for me personally, Robin Roll, which is our, it's there. It's in there. It's right there. That's mine. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. We'll be back with a third series in a couple of hours to see how that one's going to go down. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you after this break.
Radiant's top tower.